Hey everyone, this is Isrand, and welcome to another Minecraft video. Well, we're here again, back in the house, after that fail of an ending last time. Let's see what we can do today. The sun is risen, it's somewhere. Oh, it's nearly noon. Joy. But before we really get cracking, there's a couple of things I wanted to address. First off, thank you very much to my very first subscriber. Her name is Corabug8, and she added me yesterday. Secondly, and probably more relevant to all of you, is that I was actually wrong about the tree logs. I was talking to my friend on Facebook, and he decided to fill me in that on the fact that you can actually use the logs for something. They can actually be turned into a form of coal called charcoal if you pop it in the furnace. I'd kind of forgotten about this because, well, I really don't use charcoal that often. Typically, I prefer to just kind of dig around in the ground, and if my resource starts to run low, well, then it's just part of the adventure. It's just something to hunt for, and makes it a little more exciting, but I'm still going to demonstrate it for you guys so that you know it can be done, and if this is any of your first Let's Play for Minecraft, you'll get to know these things. Oh, that place is going to look so awesome once we get the glass. Actually, that's something we should hunt for today. Glass. See? We just plunk that in there, and it'll start cooking. And my puppy is growling at something outside. But there it is, charcoal. Now that furnace is going to keep cooking, so unfortunately it's kind of a waste, but we'll survive. Now we want to try and find some sand out here. Sort of a vast... Well, that was much less climactic than I thought it'd be. I'm sure I saw this last episode and I just wasn't thinking about it, but let's go ahead and grab ourselves some. We're going to need quite a little bit of it so that we can build in the window and make it fairly large. Just for decorative purposes. It isn't really going to serve a terribly big practical purpose, other than to just look pretty and give us a little bit of security peeking out the windows. We really don't want those monsters to sneak up on us, you know? Ooh. What did I just find? See that, guys? That is our first block of iron ore. Iron ore can only be dug up with a stone pickaxe. If you try to get it with a wood pickaxe, it'll take forever, and then the ore will just sort of break, and it'll have been ruined. You can also see some of it, I think, down in this ravine, if we look around. Mostly what I see is coal, though. Ah, there's some. Slightly better example. But if we take that to the furnace, it'll actually create an iron bar that we can use to create tools and armor and other things. Now, let's see. We're actually going to look for more of that iron. Because if we can find more iron, we can actually start getting ourselves equipped and look at actually taking on things like that ravine and the rest of the world at large. So far, we've kind of, hung around this little valley, and while that's all fine, well, and good, it's a very pretty little valley. We want to be able to explore this vast world of ours. Let's pop the sand in there so we can get some glass. And when the sun finally goes down, we'll come back and start working on the house again. Whee! Now, where did we see that cave before? Was this it? Might have been. Yeah. Pretend you didn't see that. You'll see it soon enough, but when I went to actually get the thumbnail for this video, I kind of got blown up. I didn't die, but it kind of left an impact, and that was the crater from it. Just pretend it wasn't there. Ourselves some more coal, but there's not much iron down here, if any. Which is kind of a pain. Well, that's an even bigger pain. I was clearly unprepared for this. Why did you guys let me come down here? I'm just kidding. I can't be mad at you. All of you. At once. The sun is already going down. Let's go ahead and throw together another stone pick. There. I lost my planks for a second. Can't say as that's a problem I want to have very often. But thankfully, it looks like that little cave actually just kind of came out over here. I'm curious if that was all there is to it, or if maybe it goes a little deeper somewhere. No, it looks like this might actually be it. It's just a small tunnel. Yeah, there's nothing in here. Poop. And the sun's going down, so the monsters are going to start coming up. Let's get in here and see if that glass is done. If it is, we can start putting in the window and maybe fleshing out the room a little bit. Now, you might have just heard that ting sound there. That was actually because when you do crafting, you get experience points. There. Plunk down some glass. Now we have our little window. Now, those skeletons from last episode can't actually shoot through glass. That pig's certainly trying to get through, though. It's like he wants to be dinner. Pig meat. But let's just go ahead. We'll flesh out this window a bit. And once we start carving in a little ways, we can maybe get some cobble along here, make it all pretty. It'll be awesome. See, another friend of mine mentioned to me just a little bit ago here that, well, this series could probably use some goals. Some things to complete, tasks to do, things like that we can work on and, you know, maybe find a little sense of self-accomplishment out of it. That, and it's just more interesting to see goals completed as opposed to, well, me mindlessly mucking about in an open sandbox. So we're going to start with the goal of turning this little hovel into a home. Now, to do this, there are a lot of decorative resources out there in the world of Minecraft that, well, we just can't see from where we're sitting now. I mean, really, all we have is snow, dirt, and more dirt. Lots of rock, too. Lots and lots of rock. But there are so many more things out there in the world for us to find, see, and do, so I don't think we're going to stay here forever. We'll see. But the other thing is that with the large biomes, we have a lot of everything. It's just a matter of finding our way out of the snow and seeing what's out there beyond it. I wouldn't mind looking up a jungle, a plain, even just a regular forest, because every biome in this world has its own unique resources, its own identity. All we have to do is find it. I could also do with a new sword, too, I think. Woo! And do I have anything to cook up? Nope. How to go about this? Now we have this long wall, but, well, it doesn't look particularly nice. So let's go ahead and let's get some cobble down. Kind of castleize this sucker. There we go. We'll do that same thing from the outside. I'll remove that when I get back in. Grab some of the dirt here, and let's get cooking. Now, as far as actual uploads go, I was thinking of doing it once a day, but, well, we'll see. I may do more, I may do less. Well, no, I don't think I'll be doing less. But it all really depends on, you know, just you guys. If this series starts getting some interest, maybe we'll just start, maybe I'll start pumping them out really fast, I don't know. But another wise word from my friend, the same one who mentioned the goals, is, you know, don't try to record the entire series in one day. Which I think is good for a game like this. Because if I rush, then, you know, the adventure is sort of ruined. And I don't want to do I really don't. I want this to be an enjoyable experience. Because that's sort of what Minecraft is in a nutshell. It's an experience. There, see? Looks better already. Needs a little balance, though. Do. Then we can take... Did I run out of torches? Use the charcoal. Make 4 more torches. And... ding! Someone's home. And, because of that light shining all over the snow here, it'll actually prevent monsters like that zombie out there, or, well, any of them, from spawning right here in front of the house. Which can be, well, problematic, to say the least. Yeah. I've had more than my fair share of visitors by some of the local inhabitants just staring through my door until the morning. Let dawn banish the terrible night indeed. Just gonna kind of build out the rest of this room here, sort of making a little extra room. And the benefit of doing this, as opposed to just sort of building a cabin in the snow, which, you know, we may do as well at some point, is that, well, we have all this cobblestone now. Alright, guys. I think that's been about the 10 minutes. So, we're going to go ahead and start wrapping this up, and I will see you guys tomorrow